The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, how are we doing today? Cabinet Pin Time once again. You haven't been here before? Guess what? I'm Ray Reynolds. They call me the Godfather of Credit. Build billions for credit for people. Would you like me to build some for you? Now let's understand something today. We're going to go through rules and tools and how to get to the first million. Not easy. You see, the world wants to knock you down and kind of kick our assets too. So what do we get to do? Follow the rules and tools. So today, guess what? This is live. Got a question? Just ask a question or two. I'll answer it for you. I'm going to tell you in the beginning, no pictures, no recording. Why? I need you to put it here. The next thing I want you to understand is we're going to give you the truth. All right? Not everybody likes the truth sometimes. They just want a magic wand. I'm sorry, I don't have one. Mine's broken. Now there's me accomplishing a goal in 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. I accomplished all my goals because I put my mindset to it. I got my first $1 million corporation at 14 and a half, and then 2.6 billion at 26 through corporate structure, helping myself, helping people like you. We can have some fun today. Would you like some goodies? I'll show you exactly what needs to be done. Now, if you got a sad story to tell, sorry, most times we don't really care, and that's just the way it is today. Now, I started being born in a taxi. So we're going to talk about 2025. Why? It's a perfect year. Can you imagine? Finally, through history. All right, 2025. 5 goes into 25 5 times. And what about 2004? And what about more? And guess what? If you ever really wanted to reach the American dream, next year is the greatest year of your life. All you got to do is understand how to play. It's your turn. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. And I want you to think about auto income of $100,000 a month through a corporation, which is only $1.2 million anyway. But again, what do we get to do? Accomplish the goal. And that's what everybody wants anyway. Now let's give you an example. All right. See, this is how I work, how I think. If you can touch it, you can kick it. I always saw one thing. If I could touch the basketball hoop, I could kick it because I can do the splits every which way. And that's what I ended up doing when I was 14. I kicked the door jam at 10. Now my ass are higher than a 6-foot locker at the time. And I kicked the light. Ow, that hurt. I got a scar right here. Hit the light in the corner of my head. That's only 13 feet. So you can accomplish your goal, and I want you to reach the highest goal you've ever had. Bottom line is very simple. From the Lamborghini to the building to the mansion and the yacht. Why not? I did. So could you. So the goal is understanding rules and tools in the corporation, in a corporate structure and division process. So guess what? We're going to focus on chapter 18 right here. What does it say? Corporation's a legal person. I was lucky while I was being used and abused as a kid. I paid attention to all the grown-ups, and they said that one day, listening to a poker game. The next day, you know what I did? I wrote my boss to go down to the Torrance Police Department. Next there was a library. Man, what does this mean? She was kind of mean. She walked away. Then 5 minutes later, here's a mock of here's a bag. So I had to create my own little blueprint for me. Now, what did I circle? It may sue or be sued. What? I thought a corporation was supposed to protect me. Nah, that's not the way it was designed in the first place. So we got to understand, my first corporation cost me $10. How much did you pay? Thousands? Why would you do that? Didn't learn diddly squat. Did you know corporations are free in all 50 states? All you do is pay a filing fee. So I paid $10, sent away my money order. All right, I was 9.5. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. Didn't you? You see, they used to send credit in the mail for people and corporations all the time. I also got named in the movie Dave. Now, at 12.5, I kind of screwed up. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. It belonged to the Braille Institution, and I got named in a lawsuit. I thought the goal was to never bring the pain home. Did I misunderstand that? So we got some choices today. The big lie. You know what happens with the corporation? If you have one today, your name's on the corporation on Secretary of State's website. It's right there. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Oh, I thought it'd protect you. No, 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 no. Corporations are deemed to do one thing. All right, pay tax when they receive money. All right, after they have all the write-offs. In other words, borrow money is not taxable. So we get to receive money, don't pay tax till we're profitable. Ooh, but the reality is what happens with you. You get a corporation, you have to sign things, and you sign it as you. That means you pierce your own veil. That means when you sign for a car, a building, or a credit card, even if the corporation goes bye-bye and files bankruptcy, they still get you. You get to go down the rabbit hole. That's kind of sucks. So the bottom line is understand today how to play and make sure we don't bring the pain home ever again. See, a division of me. I'm going to explain that as we go because I invented that process in 85, 86, a division of me to protect me. Literally filed, published, and the IRS gives me an SS4. It's literally, I can't even talk anymore. We get to have some fun. Now let's understand today. When I was a little kid, they kept saying, don't put our eggs in one basket. That's what it meant. The grown-ups couldn't understand that. They just go, beep, beep, beep. See, the reality is corporations need divisions. And that's why I created that process, because I learned the hard way when they sued the corp, they sued me. That's no fun. So the goal for you to learn the same thing that I learned from myself, guess what? We're going to make sure we put our ducks in a row and never bring the pain home. Is that okay? As we play this game. Now remember, I told you to get a tablet and pen. I want you to turn it sideways because I want you to write this down again. Corporation and division. Corporation, corporation. Huh. So what does that mean? Here's Bank of America, the bankrupting 8,000 locations over the years. They have their parent company, they bankrupt the location. It's a branch number. The branch number is bankrupt. They keep the assets and the money, and then they just write off the debt or the lease. See, you have the choice to have a corporation and divisions of you and have the ability to go through this process too, if you want to follow through. Banks file bankruptcy, Sam's Club, Geico, cities. So they stay in business and write it all off while you bring the pain home to you. Why do you do that? I don't understand that. See, you have the right to understand how to play the game, but no one seems to want to tell you and teach you too. Stop bringing the pain home, number one, write it down as a goal. Then you're going to become a certified CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and you're going to reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain every time. Dissect what you're trying to do. See, you've all spent thousands of dollars on something that didn't work. You've been ripped off friends and family maybe too. So what are we going to do? Create the blueprint for you. I'd like to customize a blueprint for you. I like to basically use what I call mine, see it, believe it, go get it. I'm going to blueprint every one of you and customize it so you can follow through and give you the rules and tools to follow through. Would that be okay? Now, we got a problem or two right now. This year's over. It's terrible. We got 4 days left. In 4 days, you better get a profit corp, nonprofit divisions, and get that set up right away. If not, you don't get the year 2024. You have to do it next year. Did you know that banks want to be on the second year if you want a line of credit? That's what I would do if I was you. But understand, I like to create that list for you. I would like to create your blueprint for you. I like to customize it for you. I like to take your blueprint and all your goals, list them up, and I like to basically do a daily list, a weekly list, and a project list. That's right. I want to create your goal list with you, for you, and then I'm going to make sure you understand I'm going to do a lot of the work for you and tell you what I need you to do while I find out how to hand you the keys. I want to take away your excuses, by the way. So I have this foolproof program. All you got to do is understand foundation, corporation, and division process. We can win without hurting the family. That's what you should have did in the first place too. Now I hope my basically story helps you a little bit. I want you to fight through the pain, and I'm kind of the example. It seems like God wants me to be an example for you today. So we're going to learn to see it, believe it, go get it. So it's like my yachts. I had 3 in the backyard, no problem. Small, medium, large. That's the way we play. Everything I touched since I was 4 years old turns to $100 million plus. Isn't that fun, the corporate structure? But July 4, 2009, we took one of the yachts to watch the fireworks with a group of people. Someone had a virus, and there I get to go in a coma the next day. Well, that kind of sucks. Once you Google the address and find out I'm telling you the truth, it'll set you free. So there I am in that coma. All right, I hear everything around me. What am I going to do? I hear my tax attorney trick my wife to send a POA. He's going to steal all my goodies. That sucks. From there, the nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. I was lucky right at that point. I was given the choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back right away. My wife's falling apart. So guess what we get to do? Now I've been in 2 comas so far. First one, 5.5 years old, used my face system brake down Delane Street in Torrance. Big street, pop. I was crippled for life. But then Jesus said, get up. I got up. The last one, they're working on me. I got to die and come back and help you anyway. So guess what? We have no excuses. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. A lot of lousy people. Hey, I've been shot. I've been knifed. Ay, 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 ay. But I still got my faith and persistence. That's what I need you to have too. So guess what? My oh shit day was 15 years ago. All right, July 5th, 2009. So what do we get to do? The devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. What do we get to do now? Simple. God's delays aren't God's denials. We could fight through the pain. But the biggest mistake with all of you, you didn't take the time to dissect it and learn how it works. I think you've been following ducks and sheep all your life. Sorry to say, but it's true. The SS5 form. Did you fill that out? Who actually filled it out? Do you really remember that? See, that's the form to get your SSN, which creates your 1040 tax return, and you only get one. But what happens with you? You didn't understand how it works. See, we the people. That means we got to base this Social Security card. It says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, don't carry with you. You got one, and you keep bringing the pain home to your family too. SS4. So let's compare SS5, SS4. Line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. So if you're one of those people who don't file your tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He went for 3 years and 18 million out of his pocket. But if you learn 1244, you can basically play the game and win if you want to. So let's do this today. Let's learn some rules and tools and understand what happens like Richard here. He won Survivor the first show. I told him to reference 3 times 5. What did he do? He didn't listen to me or a CPA. CPA said you keep 375. Guess the rest to the IRS. But he was so stupid. What did he do? He pissed it all away. Went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation. Even violated that too. So let's understand. From now on, mindset. We're going to plan the problem because we're going to be prepared. When we get our assets kicked, we can win the battle. Is that okay? We're going to learn basically one thing. When you signed that SS5 form, you were probably 14 to 16. Now, if you didn't do it, mommy did it, that means that it was 1971 on. That's when Nixon took the gold standard out. We get to play. So once again, what does it say on the back of that card? Don't laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes. It's property of Social Administration, not you. So we got a number 2. Oh, goody, guess what? It's to connect the 1040 tax return. That's why you got it. They want to make sure they tax till you're dead, and they want to come get your goodies after that too. That's called probate. So if we played the game right, understand something today. When you got your first paycheck, where's my money? What did you do? Well, that company says, guess what? The IRS gets your cut first. You get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. You got to learn how to play the game to win. Isn't that what we should do? But again, what do we get to do? We get to play. We the people. Did you know we have the choice? And let's go to irs.gov today. Let's get a hold of a 1244. Do you know a corporation and you can file one tax return? Call that S, single filing. See, how you receive money matters. You, tax, and probate too. Corporation will pay any tax so it's profitable. We could play and we can learn to win like rich and famous people do every day. What did you do? Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody for you. All right, what are we going to do for friends and family? We're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop our score. We're going to get stuck. We can't get any more. We're going to hawk our house, bring the pain home to you and me, and be stupid. Well, that's what you did. Sorry. It's true. Why did you do that? All right, you don't ever have to bring the pain home in the first place, but you did. So let's understand how to play. Now, the lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things. The reality is you're not stupid, but I think you follow some stupid sometimes too. But let's understand today, you got to be part of the program if you want it to work. That means you got to go to class, not following your what. I got two rules. Do not apply for credit during the rapid rescore, and don't jack up your credit cards. If you do, I'm going to charge you a fee because I paid for the first one for you and it was free to you. Don't screw up and blame it on me. That's the ultimate goal. You got an open collection account, you got 5 ways to kill the debt. Oh, you got an IRS problem? Okay. The IRS has a form for you too called 656 433 A and B. You can actually basically take care and rebuild your life today if you want to. See, we got to make you a CFO. Now, again, you might have to negotiate a debt. That means you have to man up, woman up, be responsible for something you did. Don't screw up your creditors, don't rip them off. So guess what we get to do? Now I'm going to teach you what I set up when I was training Ken Yarborough. All right, Tier W became a Superior. You ready to learn? Every credit card you have needs a sticky. You're going to dummy proof this. The card's $10,000. Oh, goody. We can only use 29%. It's $2,900. The moment you take it past there, you drop your score. That's where you get stuck, can't get any more. Use their own damn card anyway. If we do this correctly, guess what we get to do? We get to win. All right, I'd like to help you get a 750 score. And I want you never to bring the pain home again. Is that okay? So TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge, made bicycle parts, El Segundo, California, then decided information business, and TRW always stood for the reports wrong. They became a Superior in '96. When I drew the first one of these, I called it good, fair, or sorry, hell no. That's what they did to you. So get it to your head, rules and tools to maintain 750 score. All right, we're going to call it Ray's Rules. All right, Ray's Rules and Tools. We're going to learn to play. Let's understand. Now I need you to make a phone call today. You ready? See, your problem, you get in robocalls and junk mail. And by the way, you did it to yourself. Did you know you can call 888-567-8688 and opt out 5 years for a lifetime and all that junk mail too? See, they sell the voting list 412 times a year. Cable bill, corporation. So why don't we do this today? Let's call that number later on, and let's opt up for 5 years or a lifetime and slow down the robocalls and the junk mail. Is that okay? All right. See, I told you had to be part of this program. We got to play and we got to win the game. All right. Let's understand something today. All cards fluctuate. Let's write it down. All cards fluctuate, but two. That means every credit card out there, based on utilization up and down, you make your score drop. There are two cards that don't fluctuate at all. They're these two cards. See, you jacked up the wrong darn card. And you blame yourself because that's what you did. Well, I didn't know any better, Ray. Give me an excuse. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years online or in person. Where you been? So if you do this correctly and you maintain 29-25% rule, put these in front, you can jack them up $1 million only to maintain a payment. You can maintain 750 the rest of your life, and you can be a qualified CFO. Isn't that the ultimate goal anyway? So your goal is very simple. I would like to blueprint every one of you. So you lose your job, got an emergency, what do? All right, everybody does the same silly thing. They jack up credit cards. Let's understand. You probably, like everybody in this office, they waste $50 every other day. That's $700 a month. If I take this line of credit, $150,000 line of credit, Wells Fargo, and I only use $50,000, the payment's less than $700 a month. Well, the average person wastes away. You could actually use auto income and start a business today. But again, you got to follow through. That'd be corporate credit for you. All right, let's play. All right, that's $140 a week. Did you know you can get a pizza restaurant, a couple of those, all right, to the corporation, and you can do what? Auto income. Now let's write down this right now. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp and my family. See, so far you've been sacrificing you and your family. That should stop. That is ridiculous. A division, basically, you can basically understand with no intent to do fraud, we can basically get rid of the piece and keep the other pieces like banks and grocery stores do. So why don't we get our cake and eat it too? Let's use Ray's rules again. What are we going to do? Become a certified CFO. We're never going to bring the pain home again. Oh, I like that, don't you? We get to play. Now take a picture of this page today. Come on. Now let's pretend you're all jacked up and screwed up over here. What would I do? Simple. I would basically go get what I did when I came out of the coma and went over to Best Buy. I got 25,000 instant credit. So let's remember, all this supply credit can turn into cash. That's right, about $50,000. You could use that money to balance your debt and basically rebuild you, if that's okay. 750 score, let's go get it. Now, I'd like to analyze every one of you right away. I'd like to basically put a wrapper refresh to block credit and push it up and away. That blocks the bad crap. And the score just goes up and away. That's what it does. It's like rapid rescore that I created 44 years ago. All right, for rapid scoring, rapid refresh, even for your mortgage companies. So this was a 510. Now it's a 757. Is that good? We could play and get you there too. So here's a nice lady. She's got a 651 with no green lights. Green lights means possibilities. She has none. I did a rapid rescore. I pushed her to 750, got some green lights, and I billed her $1 million of credit. Would that be okay if I do that for you too? Bankruptcy, oh my goodness. He went to a bankruptcy attorney and they sold him a bankruptcy that he didn't need. What the blankety blank? So let's understand, some people on social media, you need a Capital One secured credit card. No, you don't. That's crap. I'm an affiliate. I can probably get your credit card with even bankruptcy like I did this person. I got $500 unsecured. If you ever need a secure card, it's always open sky. There's no inquiry. $200, spend $25. But let me try to get you the card first, okay? We can play my way for a while. Because I think your way, sorry, sucks. So guess what? 11 collection accounts later on the car payment, here's 3,000. Let's balance our debt. See, a rapid rescore and a rapid refresh, what do? They make the score go up, and away. And they block bad stuff too. This is 96 points in 3 days, okay? So if you like that as well, we can help you. Here's an example. I got this person 128 points. 120 points right here. Whee! Isn't that fun? Would you like a rapid rescore, what I call an expedite? Now, the expedite does it faster and quicker. Picker upper, usually 100 points, but it's expensive. It's $999, and we only receive it by Zelle payment anyway. If you want one, let me know. All you have to do is realize it takes 45 working days up to 100 points. There we go. And we always take a picture of this page too. It's a Zelle. See, I like Zelle. When the banks got together about Zelle on July 6, 2022, it's Zelle, now. Ray Reynolds at rayscredit.com. I like Zelle. Now, you can always call the office when I'm done talking to you today, 800-254-9506. If you use a credit card, they will charge you 5% more because that's what the bank charges us. So guess what? Oh, there's my cat. Meow. Well, Sam Reynolds, a cat with credit. See, I went to the Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night, selling my Millionaires Founders Kit for $5,000 a set. I built $1 million credit from a cat, just to prove my point as a stunt. Now, Inc. magazine interviews me and says, use Platsy to finance your business. If a cat has 9 lives, so is a corporation. Because every card I get for 100,000 times 9 times corporation, that's $1 million. Isn't that fun? We could actually play the game to win. Now, we got to look into it because they bought Credit Karma on December 3rd, 2020. There's no founder to help you. Hopefully, my new dashboards in the future with 24-hour call center will help you where you need to really go. Oh, then we got to watch out for LifeLock. We got some problems with them too. Now, here's my magic wand. Mine broke. Can I borrow yours? See, in other words, BS is BS. Credit repair is a fraud. Somebody guaranteed to remove your shitty credit. Come on. If you're guilty, you got to understand how to basically rebuild it. From there, Credit Repair Organization Act says they can't collect money up front. What do? The CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, indicts, the founder of the Credit Repair Cloud. He's out there going, you need credit repair business. He's going to go to prison now. All right, amazing. Why don't we write down Section 611? It'll tell you exactly when you Google it later today what you can do for you. So that LifeLock thing, guess what? They got indicted 6 times too. $100 million. Be careful, please. All right, just be careful with that. So let me do this. Let me repackage you. Let me do a blueprint for you. I like to blueprint you and actually reach your goals for you or with you. I want to take away your excuses, okay? The reality is I'm going to get you to where you need to go. So guess what? In 90 working days, you know you could have a 750 score as long as you do what I tell you to do. Now I analyze everybody, over 50 million people so far, Friday and Saturday. Isn't that fun? You're stuck with me. The Ray Reynolds University. Oh, wow. I like that. The Millionaires Founders Kit. Once again, I sold it at the Bonaventure, 32 years being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles. We could play the game to win. Now, the office sales is 12 books and CDs blueprint for you for $1,000. If you did it by Zelle only during the broadcast, you get it for $4.99. The real estate, the financial system, oh, goody. That's how we got millions and billions. Isn't that fun? Would you like to learn to play? The office sells it for $19.99. During the broadcast with me, it's $9.99. But again, we got these specialty classes too. The last one last week was fun. We were tax balancing. How about this weekend? We got leveraging the money. Isn't that fun? Reference 3 times 5. Let's turn it into more money. But again, we got to look at nonprofit and profit. Did you know the federal government is giving away $10 billion come January? There's portholes in all states and cities. We can go get some grant money. We can help people around the neighborhood too. So if you want to get to the nonprofit class, it's pretty simple. Well, currently we repeat that every 8 weeks in rotation. See, I don't want you to spend $15,000 for that exemption. That's the national average. I like to teach you how to do it yourself. Is that okay? Now, if you want a nonprofit corporation and you want to get some grant money, it needs to be filed now in 2024. We only have a couple days left. So what I'm going to do is say articles. I want to add history on the corporation. I want to get the Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. All right, offices, tax city in 3 divisions, and the nonprofit workshop. Now, the office sales is for $39.99. If you did it during the broadcast, it's $24.99 per you. It's a Zelle. All right, now let's understand. I think you're stuck. I'd like to get you past go. Here, show you some Lamborghinis. How about a Duffy? How about a mansion? How about white men do jump and stupid people say we don't? More Lamborghinis. Isn't that fun? Next thing we get to do about a race boat, helicopter, U-Dock, yachts, and Ferraris. I call it Ray's Rules. Here's a couple goodies I obtained. Would you like some too? Let me know. See, we're going to use that blueprint, and I'm going to blueprint every one of you to see it, believe it, and go get it. I'm going to do your blueprint for you so you can't screw it up anymore. Is that okay? Come on, you fell down 50 times. You made the wrong decision. Listen to silly people too. Now I'm going to do it for you and guarantee it. Isn't that fun? Would you like some goodies? There's only $500 million of goodies here. We can go get some more too. I like goodies. Would you like some? I like these kind of things. That's how I brought in millions and billions of dollars, having fun, helping people like you. Oh, don't worry. That's just $100 million building. $1 million Lamborghini. Oh, I like Lamborghinis. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. The goal, the God's gift. Okay. What did I have to do? I got 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy and Sea-Doos. They're all over the place in the harbor. I got own properties in all 5 islands, but I wanted the bigger one. I needed the big U-Dock. Okay, there it is. And the Duffy, I had to take that out every Friday and Saturday night. Got to take the wife to Captain Jack's. She's the CFO. Now, I kind of got bored when I was 26. When you got everything you want, what do? Well, you got to decide what you really want to do in life. I thought I was going to get fat, ugly, and die. So guess what I decided to do? I decided to help people like you. The helicopter, the Lamborghini, the big building too. All right, there I am. Oh, that hurt. I remember that day. Blood everywhere. Oh, don't worry. The Guinness Book of Records guy came in. He was a turd. Where's the wires? He kind of pissed me off that day. I kicked at the lights. They're only 13 feet. Would that be okay? These people had to look out of the way. We're just having fun. So let's understand. Now, I did my research after coma. Did you know my grandfather was Richard Bishop? He won the Olympics in 1932 for gymnastics in Los Angeles. Maybe that's why I can kick the door jam at 10 and the back of at 14. I don't know, but hell, I think he looks like Al Capone. See, the word no doesn't mean no. You accepted it. So let's understand. I'm online 6 days a week. All right, live. Isn't that fun? You ask me a question, I'll get you where you want to go. And you get into my program, you're stuck with me every step of the way. That's right. I got a team to hold your hand, but I'm going to do all the work with you too and show you how to play the game to win. Oh, don't worry. I wrote the Winning the Game of Business over 49 years ago. So you're probably 45 to 70 years old anyway. You've been sitting there going, beep, beep, beep. You have messed up 50 times. You've had people rip you off, friends and family, and you maybe played it safe or you didn't take the chance. Or you did. You rolled the dice and brought the pain home. All right, there I am with about $10 million there. See, this is fun stuff. I've been building this since I was 9.5. Would you like some? See, that's how you can finance the business. See, you're not winning the lottery. You're not getting a raise. Not big enough. So let's go get the goodies. Let's write down today's date and look at 90 working days. See, the United States of America Incorporated, Supreme Court says corporation is a legal person. They take 50 corps, 50 states, and what do? And cities are corporations too. Did you know they plan the problem like I'm trying to get you to do? If they have an oh shit day, they file the Chapter 9 bankruptcy for the city. Well, they've done it 11 times in front of you. What did you do? See, we the people. Corporation is a legal person, Supreme Court says. So you can start bringing the pain home today if you want to. So let's understand like normal people do. Oh, we got Glenn here feeling sorry for himself. He lost his job. His wife left him. Get a better woman. He lived in that damn Pinto car for 3 years. Are you ridiculous? Feeling sorry for yourself? Wham, wham, wham. Man up. $1 million company. All right, brand new house, brand new truck. Then we got to take people out of prison, help them too. Here's free Ricky Ross, $3 million credit. How about Thomas? He was in prison for 26 years. Brand new dump trucks in 6 months. $5 million company. Michael, God rest his soul. From there, what do we got? Arnold, oh goody. And don't worry about presidents. We did some of them too. Costner, Giovanni for Pixar. Wow, college professor, Biola University dedicates a book to me. Oh, we got Superman for Gold's Gym. Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul, and I got her $1 million too. You see, I've been known as also the incorporator for rich and famous people. Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels too. But again, this is ridiculous. Come on, this guy needs to man up. This is ridiculous. I lost my job. Whiny baby. Go drive an Uber, Lyft, or have a DoorDash. Have a garage sale. Go to the church for the food. Man up. This is ridiculous. Hey, don't tell me a bad time. I mean, I found myself in a coma, and I lost 3.7 billion in corporate structure and less than a signature. But what did I get to do? I got 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions ready to go. What did I do? I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Bought my wife her next jam dream house. Why would anybody stay down when they never had to in the first place? I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. So guess what we get to do? Let's understand. A division of me, that Lamborghini, here's the key. Bum, 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 bum. That $1 million car was purchased through a division. Now, I didn't guarantee it. I did it at a division of me. So then if anything goes wrong, guess what I get to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate, get rid of the bad piece, keep all the good pieces. See, that's called life. Signed the lease of a building, not me. How about properties? You know, the SS4 was designed to receive money and not pay tax to your profitable. Did you know under the Fair Lending Act, one card can get 99 more? How many would you like? See, this is up to you to listen and learn how to play. And I want to blueprint you myself personally. You're stuck with me. What a concept. So understand when I set up the dashboards in 87, under tax ID, training Yarborough, and from TRW Experian, we get to play and have fun and write it all off too, just like rich and famous people do. All right. Now you have a corporation today. Oh, goody for you. I want you to look online, Secretary of State website, find your court, find your name. If you use your home address, that's called stupid. I want you to change it to a mailbox, etc., shared office space. Because right now you let them sell you on a mailing list to the world. Everybody knows you own it. So let's do it my way. I want you to put your ducks in a row. Right when they sue that corp, they sue you, and that kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense so we never bring the pain home? Is that okay? Why would you ever bring the pain home when you never had to? See, that 750 is waiting for you, but it's up to you to follow through. Let me add you to my dashboard, and I'll build your credit for you and build you up and away. Now, there's only plan A. Plan B is for losers. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. We get to play my way for a while because I think your way sucks. Do you want to be a millionaire? Please say no. You want to be a millionaire corporation? Please say yes. See how you receive money matters. We're going to basically play my way and boring and steady. So when I create your blueprint for you, we're going to look at these. Take a picture of this. I'm going to help line you up to buy these things and under your divisions and get you 100,000 a month. Will that be okay if you do it my way for a while? Today, have somebody drive you around your city. Come on, have them drive you around. I want you to look on the busy streets and you'll see these everywhere. Why the hell don't you own these things? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up. How about I help you buy your neighborhood up? And through the division process, you get 100,000 a month. We get you off your, you know what, and let's go get it. So I went to an auction. No, I went online. It was a tax lien auction. I bid 27,000 just to see what happened, and they'll email me to bid more and more. No one bid. I won the bid. 46,000 to fix the sucker up. It's appraised at 1.2. We can play this game. So can you, if you want to play. Did you know Chase right now under Chase Repos, they have apartment complex. They want you to take the payment over. You want to play? Let me know. We can play to win. Now, here's what I said again and again. I want to personally blueprint every one of you. That means we're going to look at past, present, and future. Good, bad, and ugly. You got a tax lien, you got a bankruptcy. You ever mess up Chase or American Express? They don't forgive ever. Hey, how about family? Got a husband and wife, corporation and divisions? How about we plan to live, we plan to die? That's right, we're going to go into the irrevocable trust. So make sure you protect your assets. Car is a division. House is a trust. Auto income, cash flow fee per time was in my book 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. I want to blueprint every one of you. Is that okay? We do it my way for a while. So guess what? Did you know there's houses that are brand new, 100,000 below, and you can Google that today? How about we do this? Why don't we take a division and let it do a first-time buyer program and put 5,000 down? Would that be okay? Let's go to basically all the different states we can do this, from Arizona, Texas, even basically New Jersey. How about we go to Nevada too? See, we could play the game to win. Isn't that what you want to do? I remember buying my first storage unit with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis from LA School Board. I was 19. We were just having fun because we didn't have to do a darn thing besides buy it and invest and get some money. I like money. It paid the bills. So let's look at Freddie Mac, Section 8. Let's look at basically 0 to 1% loans. All right, let's look at HUD. Let's 203K. Let's look at DSRC loans too. So you could learn to play if you just open these a little bit more. And we can play, and I can hold your hand to go get the rules and tools and get you the keys. Wouldn't that be okay if I teach you how to become the bank? So guess what? Dry cleaners. I wrote a book on dry cleaning, laundromats, car washes, all these things, because that's what I was doing for me. How would you like 3 of those? 63,000 a month on an average. Okay. How about a laundromat? About 30,000 a month. Okay, let's go get that. Oh, I like that. Even the Wendy's, I can do that for 75,000 down. Would you like 1 or 2? How about a Jack in the Box? How about a gas station? See, the owners aren't running these, they're investors. And they have a management team running it for them. Now, I broke my heart. I had 22,000 payphones when I was 17 and a half. And then the EV charging stations, at least replaced them because they came with these since out of business. That's are in the prisons. So guess what we get to do? Our governor in California says he has a government program to help you to be an investor. Would you like to own a couple? It's kind of fun. So guess what? My people at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and 4:30, they got 3 to 10 million of credit. What do? We line them up. We do a blueprint and we go get them some keys. Would you like to play? But again, what do we need to do? I need to build you up to be a CFO. 750 score. I'm going to add a brand new $10,000 lines of credit to your credit file. I need you to understand 10,000 is usually 5 to 10, 29% utilization only. That's $9.99. Then I'm going to do a rapid refresh and block anything bad and boost your score up and away. Is that okay? Then I'm going to distribute anything you have that's bad for 9 months for free. It's $14.98, by the way. And when you do this correctly, let's understand, you can do the class Friday or Saturday or both, and then you're stuck with me, and I'm going to get you a 750 score. Is that okay? Now, if you did it right away, that's going to be 6 months of workshops with me. It's going to basically be something you can do if you did it your broadcast. It's $9.99. That's right, $9.99 right away. All right, but again, I don't want you to bring the pain home. If you want, you have a corp, let me build the one you have. All right. If not, I'll basically rebuild you and the corporation to bottom line, level one and setup. How about we do this? Why don't I give you 25,000 of cash credit and you pay 24.99 and I give you 5 times your investment back and guarantee it. All right, I'll take away your excuses. I'll analyze you, I'll add history, and I'll start popping credit as soon as possible. Is that okay? We do it my way for a while? And you get 90 days of level one with me in corporate setup too. But again, that's an opportunity during this webinar only. And all you got to do right away is very simple. I'm discounting it to $19.99 if you did it now. And by the way, that's a Zelle. What do you have to do? Call the office. There's the number, 800-254-9506. So the goal is to repackage you, kind of like Humpty Dumpty. That's the goal. From there, I'd like you to focus on 100,000 or personal and for business. See, 100,000 or personal credit. Let's understand the logic behind this. 10 cards, 10,000 each, 29% utilization. That would give you 71,000 of safety credit if you have an shit day or year, a year's worth of salary. And what do we do besides that? We put these cards so you use the right card, you don't jack up the wrong one, and you don't bring the pain home. Corporation, it needs 100,000 per division. So I like to rebuild you my way. Get you the green card, 3 of them, 160 times 9. I'd like to get you the B of A times 9, the Wells Fargo times 9. I'd like to get you basically the Chase times 9, and I want to get you the gold times 9 as well. So by this time, we could have up to about $5 million. Why don't we go to the bank at that time? And let's ask the bank we can get 150,000 loan of credit, line of credit called checkbook money. All right, with no tax return, we get as much as we can. But they want a 2-year corp and a 2-year division. And that's what you need to do. Now, these are my favorites. So my 5 favorites, what I call checkbook money. But again, that could be up to 5.4 million. Is that too much? So we could actually finance the business, write it off, and basically have some fun winning the game of business. And divisions allow you to use the process of $1 million projection. Okay, how about the $1 million maker? What are we going to do? Corporation and multiple levels. We get to play in division process. Well, let's think. If you let me get you the American Express Platinum card, would you like the personal or the business or both? Would you like the employee card? Would you like division cards? What would you like? Let me know. From there, let's do the gold the same way. Did you know American Express and all the cash applications out there for business have division process for the last 17 years? From there, they offer 99 more cards. That's kind of crazy. From there, would you like all 4? Let me know. I'll build that up for you too. So guess what? 25,000 are personal. Then they have the 250 blueprint loan. Oh, I like that. So we could take 1,000 to 75,000 and leverage the money. We could borrow money not taxable and buy the lifetime income, property and real estate and franchise too. We'd be like everybody else making some money. Here's a nice client 8 months ago. They got into what I asked them to do. They did exactly what I told them to do. And right now they're about 96,000 a month. Is that okay? We try to work on that for you too. You could be next while I blueprint you. We could play and win the game too. All right, so if you need 100,000 of credit, it's 10%, which is about 10 grand. So you get basically 10 times your investment. That's ideal. From there, right now, if you did it during this broadcast, all right, your discount is $69.99. If you needed $50,000 of credit, it would be 10%, which is 5 grand. Discount during the broadcast is $39.99. From there, if you need 25,000, normally $2,500. From there, the discount is $19.99 if it was done right away. There's that Zelle, and call the office right away. There's a number again, 800-254-9506. So guess what? My coaching programs are fun. Why? What do we get to do? I have to analyze you every 5 days. When I get you on the phone, we're going to talk about your credit and what we're going to do next. So I'm going to create your blueprint. I'm going to be telling you what to do on a weekly basis because I want you to accomplish your goal. Is that okay? We do it my way. Now, if you coach next year, January and February, bottom line is I got my junior and senior coach who's going to start doing coaching for me. I got to free up my time. I got a TV show opportunity. We're going to play. Let's write down credit, loan, and money. See, a corporation, in my opinion, should never do business ever. It should have a what line of defense? It has a division for franchise, a division for apartment complex. You see, when old blank hits the fan, it's not the corporation, it's the division process. So if we do financial freedom, we can start gaining 10,000, 100,000 a month. Now, here's my problem. I'm 17 and a half. I got 22,000 payphones. I got 19 houses. I'm collecting goodies again and again. And they told me I could get number 20. They told me no. They asked, how'd you get 19? Well, these I transferred to my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem. See, my problem when I got to be 21, I got tired of doing flippity dippity doos. The buyer's a liar, the agent, and the broker, they're all full of you know what? And you know what happens when that contractor gets a hold of you? They cut corners every step of the way. That kind of sucks too. So guess what we get to do? What I did is I sold a car as a prototype, see if it'd work. They gave me a deposit. I kept my loan and I basically did assignment of asset. So they would pay me and I'd pay the loan. I assigned an asset. You know what I got to do? I got $413 for 7 years per month. Oh, I did a house that way too. I assigned a mortgage. That would gave me $1,200. So I decided at 21 to be the damn bank. Why do you sell things without trying to be the bank? What's wrong with you? You got the ability to play this game too. So let's do assignment of mortgage, assignment of asset. Make sure you have the real estate and financial system because it'll actually help you do that step by step too. All right, make your money, make a machine make sense. All right, let's do this. You can have the worst credit in the world and you can sell computers today. You can get vendor and supply credit right away, and you can do OPM money. You can get done on Bradstreet, and you can sell on Amazon and eBay. Now. What's wrong with you? See, if you don't have a corporation, I'll hand you one for free. If you have one, I'll build yours up and away. So the ultimate goal is very simple. Let's build the corporate umbrella. Let's stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row. All right, the ultimate goal, and let me repackage you because your way sucks. My way works. I'll guarantee it too. So there's that corporation thing again. It's a legal person. That SS4 is right there again. Legal name of entity or individual person. Banks and grocery stores, bankrupt locations. And you can have 3 of these of you if you want to play. And it's the only form I could ever find that says banking and credit purposes per entity. Would you like to play? Now, a corporation should only do 4 things. It should basically buffer tax, buy and get corporate credit, write it all off, a car, fleet price, and the free buffet. That's it. The corporation, that's all it should do. The division is your line of defense. I had in my book over 37 years ago too. All right, line of defense, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports, real estate separating liability, and we could build a line of defense so we don't bring the pain home again like you. Corporate umbrella too. Guess what we get to do? We get to play. Now, I told you to draw this diagram earlier today. Corporation owning corporation, corporation have divisions of me. So you want to play, you should have 3 divisions of you. Now, what I like to do is make sure you understand. As I blueprint you, I'm going to make sure you understand the CFO of you. And then for the corporation too. Write down checkbook money. I'm going to line you up to get that too. See, the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things and run the wrong damn credit card and screw up their credit every day. We're going to play my way. Now, I had a problem with $53 million of credit in the late 80s and 90s. All right, I'm losing my limits because they're shrinking. I'm not using all the credit. So I did my research, C191D. It allowed me to loan out money. This is how I created cash flow free up your time, by the way. So I got to loan out money. And what did I do? In my divisions, what I do? Multiply. Did you know if you ever get a copy of the Buckets of Money book, you'll see 2 of my matrix. First one was $4.6 million. I got it to 41 divisions, 18 months, 190,000 a month, just by selling and using loans. And the notes behind that were $1.1 billion. Would you like to create some money just by building credit? You can be a private investor too, but it's up to you if you want to follow through. All right, so let's look. Do you want to be a millionaire? I'm hoping the answer is no. Would you like to be a millionaire corporation? I hope the answer is yes. This means real estate. Why don't we set up 9 divisions, 9 properties, 9 buckets of money? Would that be okay? How about we take the financial system, tax balancing, become the bank, all right, in buckets of money. Let's go create a bucket of money. And let's get 9 of those. So we get to $1 million at least. Divisions are simple. My dashboards that I created in 1987, teaching Yarborough how to play too. All right, I got to add history. Then I got the credit report, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. Then what do I get to do next? Pretty simple. Daisy chain the credit, and then we build a corporate umbrella. If you want divisions today, they need to be filed today. If not, you're out of time. So let's do this. Let's take a picture of this today. So this is divisions with or without credit. Very simple. And if you did it during the broadcast with me, I'm going to double the numbers. Instead of 3, it's 6, 9 is 18, 12 is 24. But if it's not now, call the office. They won't double it, but they'll see give you a good deal too. There's your basically Zell. There's that phone number once again, 800-254-9506. See, every division should be known as a bucket of money. Isn't that what it should be? Come on. Ray Reynolds Financial System, all right? Ray Reynolds University, all the pieces, we get to play. And if you don't have that blueprint, the 12 books and CDs, call the office. It's $1,000 or Zelle right now, $499. That's all you got to do. If you want the real estate and the financial series, $19.99. Office here, $9.99. And there's your basically ability to do that now. Don't forget specialty classes. They're fun. Now, I want you to remember the government is going to give away $10 billion come January. You have portholes in every city and state. So you can play. And you can go to that nonprofit class if you want to. Learn how to do your exemption yourself, 501c3, public benefit. You need a corporation today. Let me add the history. Set up the credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. Also, there's tax ID 3 divisions. And the nonprofit workshop too. The office is $39.99. Here's $24.99 if you did it now. There's your Zell. So let's remember something. You win the lottery, what are you going to do? I argue with CPAs and attorneys all the time about this one. Because you got to put the money in your account. You got to pay tax on the interest you earn on the money in your account. Now, how about a vision of me? I go and add it to the corporate bank account, make the deposit under the tax ID. I ask the bank to borrow against it. Borrow money is not taxable. Ooh, problem solution. And what do we get to do? Turn it to $100 million. So plan that problem. Google today, bankruptcy. The only thing that can file bankruptcy is SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck, you or corporation division process too? You got choices to play, but you got to learn how to play starting today. Well, I understand 2025 is the perfect year for all of us to get to million to billion. It's your turn, but you better focus. I want to get you first to the 100,000 a month. But again, you got what? You got 4 days left and it's over. If you let this go screwed up in your life and you screw it up, that's up to you. Add you to my dashboard right away. Beat your doubt, run your race. That's the ultimate goal. So what do we get to do today? Write down driver's license, insurance, registration. See, I need you to change some things you're doing today. You get pulled over by a police officer, you get in a bumpity bump, you're giving a stranger where you live. That's a no-no. P.O. Box, mail, and address, whatever state allows you to do. So it's like you look at 2 cars and 2 buildings. I see 1,013 divisions. You buy a car, what do? You let them sweat you for 5 hours. Then they get you 9 inquiries. All you had to do is write down, this allows 1 inquiry only, take a picture. They wouldn't be able to get all those inquiries on you and drop your score. So you get stuck, can't get any more. Do you know a car is fleet price tax ID division? The ultimate goal to be the CFO? All right, house and car. Don't put 2 people on the loan. That's kind of dumb. They'll basically have it on both of their credit reports. He screws up, she screws up, she screws up, he screws up. No. And from there, the car should be a division. If you lose house and car, you know what they do? The creditor basically reports it to the IRS as a 1099-C, and now you got double shitty credit. Well, that kind of sucks. So that's what we get to do. Registered owner is the division of a corporation. So it's not you, so they don't want to sue you and take everything you got. We get to play and plan the problem. I like that, don't you? All right, today, every property should be a division. That's the only way you separate liability. You know which one's going to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. House payment offset the tax returns. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to 3 trillion now. Why would they pay tax? See, they're doing what they're allowed to do. And don't complain, they're providing jobs anyway. There's no loophole. Bottom line is we watched him borrow $44 billion from 3 banks. He's got a spaceship. He's the richest dude on the planet. This guy's got a spaceship, so is the other guy. Everybody wants a spaceship. Beam me up, Scotty. Isn't that fun? We're not going to go to the moon, maybe Mars. So guess what we get to do? We could join the club, win the battle, and not bring the pain home. Run your life through a corporation, please. Understand, you got the ability to pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. It's simple. You get a paycheck today and you got what taxable income? And the leftover car payment, gas, registration, insurance, you pay it out of the leftover when you could have the word no and drive a company car like I do? Why not? See, you could repackage you if you want to. So that's the ultimate goal. You buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. When they sue you, they take it away. When you're dead, they stick it into probate. And that contractor wants to rip you off too. How about we do this? Why don't we have an irrevocable trust and protect our assets too? And never bring the pain home. Would that be okay? We learned to play my way for a while. But again, you got to understand and stop bringing the pain home. So it's like anything else today. If you don't pay taxes, you don't file them, I'm sorry, you just need to go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He went to prison for 3.5 years, 18 million out of his pocket. See, there's no way to play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. They're in charge. You can play the right way and you can win the game of business. Just like when you want to buy wholesale price, you get to save up to 70% off things and pay a bill up to 90 days. Why don't we leverage money, borrow money's not taxable, and let's set up a line of defense and get millions and millions. Would that be okay if we did it my way for a while? Because I think your way what? Sucks. So family, I finally got a wife, got 6 kids, 12, 13 grandkids. Wow, I'm not willing to lose any of that. Corporation, no, they come after me. How about a division? I'm willing to lose that if I had to. I have no intent to do fraud, but that's how I get checkmate every time. We get to play and win. I think we should do that again and again. Win the game of business. What do you think? So here's a Lamborghini worth $1 million. There's a $100 million building. Wow, we could reach the dream, think to be the impossible. And what I've trained people do for years is to be a millionaire or in the CFO, corporations and division process too. Would you like to play? Let me know. The coaching programs are fun. That means you're stuck with me. I did your blueprint. Your file's in my office. I'm analyzing every 5 days, and every 5 days I'm on the phone telling you what to do. Is that okay if I do all the work with you or for you and guide you every step of the way? Now, there will be new coaches next year. All right, if you need a phone call, you can call the office and book one of those too. It's 15 minutes, if I have availability, and it's a blueprint call up to an hour with Partner of Life. And then from there, coaching is every week. And the call's every other week now, starting next year. So if I blueprint you today, good, bad, and ugly, past, present, future. Tax, you got a tax lien or bankruptcy problem? You ever mess up Chase or American Express? Family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, car, division, house, trust, auto income, all right, cash flow fee per time. I believe you and your friends or your partner of life should be on this blueprint call with me. Up to an hour, and from there it's $9.99. There's why I'm going to blueprint you. From there, I like always taking $40,000 off of a credit card, line of credit. That's how I always got the laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. 100,000 is usually basically maybe it's a storage unit or something. How about on basically a real estate 250? So if we build it up and away, look at boring business. That's what we get to do. So I'd like you to think about becoming an investor. All right, let's not do it. Let's not run it. Let's own it. Let's become the bank. I call that auto income. So again, what do? Line them up. We get to knock them down and give you the keys. But again, if you want 6 weeks of coaching, this means we're going to basically do the blueprint call. We're going to basically get you, all right, 25,000 of credit. We're going to make sure we have calls every other week. And we're going to expedite the rapid and put you all the classes. So you get level 1, 2, and 3 and specialty 2. Instead of $11,596, if it was done today, it is $49.99, $5,000. Now you're stuck with me. From there, it's a Zelle. Simple to do. And there's that phone number to call one of the specialists right away, 800-254-9506. Now, remember, if you got a 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months coaching, let's fight to get the keys in multiple locations. See, we got a problem. The IRS says 5 million below is small company. So if you do long-term coaching, your goal should be 5 million. Let's match the numbers that they say. Let's go fight to get those keys starting today. We get to play, but we're going to fight through the pain. All right, 10,000, 100,000 a month should be your goal. So as we play this game, let's understand something today. Analyze every 5 days, classes, calls, all right, wrap or rescore. There's the goal. We do this, our goal is to set up a blueprint, set up a projection, and make sure we basically daisy chain the credit into more credit per division. So if we do this correctly, if you wanted 3 months with me personally, it's $8,000, and I will give you 100,000 of credit as a bonus. If you want basically 6 months, it's 15,000. From there, it's 6 months, and I'm going to give you 150,000 as a bonus to that. If you did the $30,000, what are we going to do? I'm going to build you 300,000 in credit, up, and away. If you're currently in coaching, you want to extend it, all right, time the deadline's been passing all along. So 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months to extend as long as you're currently in it now. If you're not in it, you don't have to worry about it. 750 score. Let's analyze you today. Let's get you to the point you want that 750 score, be the CFO you need to be. Let me get you a 10,000 line of credit, $9.99. Let's do wrap or rescore $4.99. And let's dispute anything that's negative or can't be verifiable for 9 months for free. We're going to charge you $14.98. Very simple class, Friday or Saturday. All right, your goal should be 750 score. From there, what are we going to do for 180 days? That's 6 months. And if it's done now during this, all right, webinar, I'm going to discount the $9.99. There you go, right away. All right. The goal is to never bring the pain home. You have a corporation, I'll build one you got. If not, I'll hand you one for free. We'll rebuild you to be the CFO, set up in level 1. I'd like to hand you 25,000 of cash credit. We're going to charge you $24.99. That means you're going to basically get 5 times your investment. We're going to analyze, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. And if you did it right away with me, you get 90 days of level 1 in setup. We're going to discount this to you if it's done now, $19.99. But that's a now, and that's a Zell. Keep in mind what I'm going to do is help rebuild your whole life. 800-254-9506. If you want to give us referrals, please do. From there, we'll build more credit for you. We'll sell you 10%. Either way, you make the decision, let us know. There's my personal email address for you too. We get to play, and I'm going to do my best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So we got choices today. The ultimate goal. So today, you got a choice today because we're running out of time. 2024 is almost over. So I need you to call 800-254-9506 right away. Let's do our best while God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.